What is going on, guys? Noah here, 1517 Strength. Today I have a compilation of videos for you for me to talk over. So first we have some. Nah, guys, I can't do that to you. I can't. I mean, this is powerlifting after all. I mean, you're supposed to not be happy and be mad all the time. I mean, what am I thinking if I ever came on an intro like that? Anyhow, guys, this week was it was interesting. I'm gonna say it was a good week. It was good. Yeah, it was good. Starting off, we got a little shirted bench action going on. My whole goal today was to touch the lightest weight possible with the collar on the shirt, basically in my neck, in my neck hole. That was my goal, and I think I did pretty good. We'll just work up and see. But after this bench, I'm going to talk about a different topic, to kind of give some an objective to this video other than rambling. Hunter, he complains he's not a good bencher, but man, he's good. I mean, if you get a nosebleed on bench, you're doing something right. No, obviously everyone has stuff to work on, but he complains that his bench is awful and that he hates it, but he does better than anyone there, including me and Cody. Now this was kind of fail on my part, handing off to Cody. And you'll see why momentarily. This is three something, mid threes, I think, to a 3 board. Really just trying to feel the groove of the shirt. I made a mistake of just loading it up the first few weeks being into it, but I need to know how the shirt works and how to get better at it. Here is Hunter. I think he didn't touch this. I think he got maybe a half board at least. Yeah, there we go. Cody has had some issues with his bench. We're trying to figure that out. We really think it's a back issue, and then he's not. He's kind of doing like more of a raw bench type pattern, and also too, my bench shirt getting in his face did not help anything. Also, epic clip right here.
Welcome to powerlifting.
That you probably don't know where that's from, but that is from West Side versus the World. That's when Dave Hoff did the little intro, and I think I just saw a little clip of Anthony Oliveira did the same clip and was kind of poking fun of it, which is pretty hilarious. Anyhow, this is 441. And I think if I would have put a black on there, so that would have been like 460 maybe, I could have probably touched that. But of course I wanted to steal some from the cookie jar. We'll see. Hold on. Freaking big old truck driving by. Hey Casey, what's up? We'll see what I do. I think I put a white and a black on there. Because you can actually no. I put a green on there, which is like 485 maybe, I think. And again, like 441 felt so good, and like the weight, obviously, the weight feels good. 441 has never been an issue for me to handle. I mean, in a single ply shirt, I've benched 617 to a 1 board. So it's not the weight, it's just learning how to use this shirt. Hunter, he gets pretty close on that. I think he probably could have touched that, but it's just a patience thing, really. Cody was having a really rough day, obviously. But man, we always have those rough days, I try to tell the guys, Hunter has now been lifting long enough to where he knows some days are not going to be good. And I have to remind myself of that too, that you're not always going to have the best training session every single time, especially you add gear into that. So you have to really be dialed in on how you're feeling, what's there today. You know what I mean? And this is why I was trying to get a little greedy. I didn't get anything out of the hole. No, actually, I was trying to force it. You see right there how I'm uneven and I'm doing everything? I was just trying to force the weight when I shouldn't have tried to force it. Because you try to force it, and I've probably my head raised up. And it just, I shouldn't have went that high. I should have probably, like I said, I should have tried, was that 441 and then put a black on there, you know. But from now on, every time I'm in the shirt, I'm going to try 441 with a black. And go from there, you know. Hopefully that could be like an opener, so I can not bail them out on bench again. Where did I get on this? A little shaky again, trying to force it, and not good. All my joints became unstacked, and I did press it, but I had to muscle through it. I dropped down and did a little medium grip, 3-board action, just to kind of get some volume in. So that was it for the bench day. After that, I've got speed bench, which I usually do speed squat, or dynamic lower. I don't really know what I was thinking of this week. Then after that, we've got max effort lower, the deserter, good morning, and pin pull. What I want to talk about is, so if you're looking to get into the equipped powerlifting world, you know, should you start off in multiply or single ply? And this is kind of a loaded question, but it's a good question. And a lot of that depends on, you know, what federation do you compete in, and what goal do you have of that? So the first part of it, what federation you compete in, you know, if you're someone that competes USAPL, that's kind of what everyone does in your circle. I mean, you're probably going to do single ply. I don't think I've known of anybody that went from competing USAPL raw to multiply. It's probably happened, you know, and that'd be really cool to see that, because that, to me, I don't think I've ever seen that. Second, the point I was going to make is that, you know, your end goal. What is the goal? Do you want to do multiply, or do you want to stay single ply? And I wish I would have known this before I got into it, because I was eventually going to go to multiply. But the state that my gym was in at the time, you know, we didn't have a monolift. There wasn't a monolift close to me. So I couldn't really, you know, but single ply, I made it work. You know, I made it work. I walked out weights, and I don't miss it at all. And I was actually going to compete at the competition I had 2 years ago and walk out the weights, just because I'm not going to change what I did, you know, haul prep, and then on meet day change it. But looking back on it, what I should have done is I should have got, you know, a pair of 2-ply briefs, something cheap, and then a shirt, you know. It would have saved me time, I think. Now, you know, obviously hindsight's 20/20, but I'm having to learn a lot of different stuff going to multiply from single ply, because the equipment is different. You can manipulate the shirts differently. Squatting in a 1-ply suit and then going to a 3-ply brief and a 2-ply canvas suit is quite different. And it's pretty painful. And I like it because it's not easy. You know, it's not easy. It's very difficult. And so looking back on it, I would have started in the multiply area. And is there anything that I've taken away from the single ply stuff? I mean, maybe how to get used to pressure and hurt. Maybe that's the only thing, because the grooves are different. You know, it's different. Deadlift is really the only thing that, and even deadlift right now, I'm having to kind of work on stuff through that. That's a whole different topic. But guys, I really would say, what do you want to do? And this can change, obviously. No one knows what they actually want to do. You might have a good insight on what you want to do, but you don't actually know. But have a general idea of what direction you want your training to go. Talk to people that are into what you are into or want to get into, and make that decision. Because I would have saved time and probably money if I just went ahead and went into the multiply. But again, like I talked about, I really couldn't do that. But if you have all the ins and outs where you can make that change to do that, that federation requires and the equipment requires, then I would do that. So that's really it. If you want to do multiply first. Don't do single ply, then multiply. Talking to people in the multiply group is a little bit easier than talking to people single ply group, in my opinion, in my past experiences. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, sticking around. Any questions, let me know. Let's talk about it. Training, theology, equipment, whatever you want to talk about, let's do it. I would love to talk about other things than what's going on in training right now. So I will catch you on the next one, and have a great day.